first and most important service, which is called as EC2, right? In the yesterday's session only, I given the background knowledge of EC2. EC2 stands for ECC, means the is nothing but elastic, right? E is nothing but elastic. This C stands for compute, and the second C stands for cloud, right? And in the yesterday's session, I given the information about why this is called as elastic compute cloud, because what is meant by elastic? Elastic means we can increase or decrease the load, right? We can increase or decrease the resources. Means, for example, if you purchase your laptop and if you want to buy or if you want to increase the memory, you need to go to the market, you need to purchase some RAM and you need to add it, right? But here in the cloud computing, within a fraction of a second, we can increase the resources, means we can increase the RAM or you can increase the secondary memory, right? Within a fraction of a second. That's why, as per our requirement, we can increase, as per our requirement, we can decrease. So that's why it is called as elastic compute. We are going to create a virtual machine. They are having a computation power, right? We can perform your operation on it, and that operation will be performed by your computer. That's why this is called as a compute. And what is by cloud? We are going to store and we are going to retrieve, right? That's why this is called as elastic compute cloud, and which is the most important service, the first service of your cloud computing, right? So today we'll start with the EC2. While going with the hands-on thing, I will explain each and everything about the elastic compute cloud. So what you need to do, as you know, as I mentioned, how to create an AWS account, right? So now I will just assume you have created your AWS account. So what is the first step? The first step is you need to click on the sign in button, right? First, you need to write aws.amazon.com. Once you will write, you will get one dashboard. Click on the sign in button, you will get this page, right? Yesterday I explained what is the difference between root user and IAM user. Hope so you got the clear understanding. What is the difference between a root user and IAM user? Got it? So yeah. So as you created the account, so which is the root user, right? You need to click on the root user. Then you need to enter your root user email address, which you used while creating the account, and click on the next button, right? Once you click on the next button, it will ask you what is your password. Enter the password and click on the sign in button, right? So once you able to see your main dashboard, once you able to see your actual Amazon dashboard, right? What is the first step? Always the first step is check it. You are entered in the correct account or not. So my account name is learning. I entered in the correct account or not? Yes. Is it correct? And the second step is go to the regions and abilities zone. As you know, these are the regions. These are the ability zone. Yesterday, I given the clear understanding about what is a region and what is ability zone. So your target is to always select the nearest ability zone and nearest region. So in the I can say AWS is a global. It consists of different region. So our target is to select the nearest region. So which is the nearest region for us? Asia Pacific Mumbai, because still there is no region created by AWS in the Pune, right? So which one is the nearest region for us? The nearest region for us is Asia Pacific Mumbai. And explain. So in the Asia Pacific Mumbai, there are three ability zones: AP South 1, AP South 2, AP South 3, or AP South 1A, 1B, 1C. By default, there is AP South 1, right? So you need to select this one. See here, once you will select, here you will get an option called as Mumbai. If you are selecting any other region, means few are suppose in the Virginia, they will select, few users are in the Virginia, they will select this region. Suppose few are in the California, they will select this region, right? Or suppose few are in the Sydney, they will select this region, right? So I already given the information about this part. So always the first step is your account is correct or not, you are at nearest region or not. So this is the second step. What is the third step? As we are learning the EC2 instance, right? Either you can go to the services and find out where is the EC2, right? But as a beginner, I will not suggest to click on the service and find out where is our EC2, because directly you will not get EC2, right? You need to understand EC2 is a which type of service, right? Once your practice well done, you will get the idea. EC2 is come under compute service. So if you just go here, there is option called as compute. If you click on the compute, there is a sub service which is called as EC2. You can click on the EC2, right? But as a beginner, what I will suggest you can write down in the search box EC2. Once you will write EC2, you will get a service. Your service get reflected, right? It is taking time. Yeah, see here, EC2 got reflected. You can directly click on the EC2, right? Yes. So our EC2 is open, or EC2 got reflected. What is the first step? The first step is either click on the instances or click on these instances running, right? So you are able to, or what is our main target? See, first I will explain what is our main target. Suppose you go to the market and you want to purchase your laptop. You are first doing the survey. So which laptop you want to purchase? From which family you want to purchase the laptop? What will be the RAM, what will be the ROM, right? What will be the operating system you require in your laptop, and so on. So these are the different characteristics, or these are the different survey you people are doing, right? So just let us consider, this is my laptop, right? I want to purchase this laptop, right? So when you want to purchase this laptop physically, you are going to a market and doing the survey. The same thing we want to do in the cloud computing. So what is the first target? As a beginner, you should know how to create your own virtual machine. So once you will create this laptop, or once you will create this machine, so what is the technical name of that machine? The technical name of that machine is EC2 instance. So in the industry, if anybody is asking you, hey, please create the EC2 instance for me, means you want to create one virtual machine. Otherwise, they will ask you, create a virtual machine for me. So you need to create this machine. Otherwise, they will ask you to create a server for me. You need to create a virtual machine. Means this type of different keyword they will use. EC2 instance, virtual machine, server. Then you want to do the same process, right? So that's why you want to go with the EC2 service. So we have selected the EC2 service. Once we add EC2 dashboard, there are two options to create the EC2 instance. Either you can go with the instances, otherwise you can click on the instances. So I will select the instances first, right? So there is no any instances in the running. You can close it. See, there are already few instances, but which I already stopped, right? So you just assume, right? When you will create an account and when you will create or click on the instances, there will be a blank for you. There will be a blank for you. So what is your target? The first target is click on the launch instances, right? Once you click on the launch instances, means just consider we want to create this machine, right? So once you click on the create instance, the first step is always give the name to your machine. Just like as when you are purchasing the laptop, right? You are giving some name to your machine, right? You are giving some name to your machine, right? Similarly, you can give your name, or you can say machine name here. So I will give my first EC2 instance. You can give any name. Huh? I'm repeating. You can give any name, your name, or you can say my first EC2 instance, my sample machine, my demo machine. You can give any name. Any name is acceptable here, right? You can give any name. So I given the name my first EC2 machine, right? Scroll down. Once you scroll down, once when you are purchasing the laptop, that time first you are thinking, okay, which operating system I want in my laptop. All right. So let us assume you want a Windows operating system. See here. Here, Linux operating system, Ubuntu operating system, Windows, Red Hat, and SUSE Linux, Mac OS, n number of operating systems are available. Or other than this, if you want, you just click on the browse more AMIs, right? Browse more AMIs. So just here, I want to tell you what is meant by AMI. Just see here, AMI. A stands for Amazon, M stands for machine, and I stand for images. Amazon machine images, right? Suppose just consider you already have your laptop. You want to format your laptop. What you people are doing? You are just taking some image in your pen drive. You are attaching the pen drive and you are formatting and putting a new operating system in your laptop. Same thing. That template, that image. What is that image? That image is called as Amazon machine image in the technical word. Means simply when we are taking an image in our pen drive and we are formatting our laptop to put the new operating system. Similarly, if you want to select any operating system, so there is a technical word which is called as AMI, Amazon machine image, right? So maybe when you will work in the industry, your client will give the requirement. I want to create a server. While creating a server, you please choose the Ubuntu AMI or Linux AMI or Windows AMI. So don't confuse what is the AMI. AMI is nothing but Amazon machine image. Means they are asking you to select the operating system, which is called as Windows, right? So you can go with the Windows operating system. Once you selected the Windows operating system, right, just scroll down. See here, we have selected the AMI. Now here, there are n number of Windows operating systems are available. There are n number of Windows operating system available, 2016, 17, 18, 19, 2022, and so on, right? In the industry, they will give you the specific configuration, which operating system they want. But here, as we are the student, as we are the beginner, we created the free tier account. So I will suggest you, please go with the free tier eligible operating system only. If you are selecting other than free tier eligible, maybe you need to pay some charges, right? So the working of each and every operating system is same. So what I will suggest you, you can go with the free tier eligible. So I have selected the free tier eligible. See here, here you got the option free tier eligible. Got it? So don't select any random operating system. Where they have mentioned the free tier eligible, that operating system only you can select. So I have selected a free tier eligible. Got it? So these the operating system which I selected, which is a 64-bit operating system. If you want a 32, you can select the another option. So I have selected the 64-bit operating system. You can scroll down. Now there is an instance type. You want operating system from which family? So try to understand. There is different families: nano family, micro family, small family. Nano family, micro family, small family, and also there are n number of families. Also there are n number of families. You will not get a question on this. What are the different families and all, right? But see here, which one is the free tier eligible? The free tier eligible is the micro family. In the micro family, when you will create your machine, when you will create your own virtual machine, you will get how many CPU? You will get one virtual CPU. See here, try to understand. You will get one virtual CPU, right? 1 GB memory. Got it? On demand Linux pricing is 0.0124 USD per hour. Still, or you can say this is the free tier eligible. But once your work will not over, once your work will over and you are not deleting or terminating your machine, how much amount you need to pay? You need to pay $0.01, $0.01 per hour. Got it? So I will suggest you please try to select the free tier eligible only. All right. So the X large or 2X large. So these are the, you can say, high performing computer or high performing machine. So suppose you just consider MXGD 2X large, in which how many CPU you are getting? You are getting 8 virtual CPU. You are getting 8 virtual CPU. So as per the requirement, industry will ask you to select the instance type, right? But working of all the instances are same. So I will suggest you go with the free tier eligible, which is the T2.micro. Now the next thing is that keep here, which is very, very important, right? Now try to understand. Suppose this is your laptop. Now everything is fine. You are selecting one username and password to your laptop. Means once anybody start up your machine, right? Once anybody start your machine, they will display your name, like as my EC2 machine or Prashant machine or something. Then once you click on the OK, they will ask you enter the username and enter the password. Once you enter the username and password, then only you are able to log in, or then you will able to see your actual inside. What is the inside in the machine, right? So what I want to say, if you want to log in, you want username and password, right? So here you can create the username and password. But here the username and password is in the key pair format, not like as username is Prashant and password is suppose welcome 123. Not in the format. The format is they will ask you to create a key pair. So I will explain you what is the key pair. While creating the key pair, I will explain you. So first you need to click on the create new key pair, right? They will ask you what is the key pair name you want to give for your machine. Suppose I will give today's name 0206 because I have n number of keys are created in my laptop. That's why just for the understanding purpose, I'm giving the name 0206. You can give any name. I'm repeating, you can give any name. Once you will create a key, right, they will ask you to generate the private file or the private key, which is in the .pem format or which is in the ppk format. See here, once you create the machine, we are going to connect to that machine by using two way, either through the command prompt or through the putty, right? Now don't think what is the putty, what is the command prompt. I'm going to explain you each and everything step by step. But just for the understanding, let's assume once we create the machine, how we are going to connect with that machine. We are going to connect with that machine by using command prompt, means SSH. Otherwise we are going to connect with that machine by using the putty software, right? So accordingly you can select the file. You want a PM file or you want ppk file. Suppose I will select I want a ppk file, right? So what is the PM file and what is the ppk file? Both are the private file. Both are the private file. That file is available with you only, right? Same like as suppose you are going to outside, right? You are going to market, right? What you are doing, you are just, means you are just, you can say, making a lock to your, you can say, your door, right? And you are putting or you are keeping your key with you only, not giving to others. Why? Because this is your private key and private key is always with you only. Similarly, I am creating my virtual machine, my virtual server or my EC2 instance, and I will give key with me only. I will not share this key with anyone. Right? To understand, don't share key with anyone, right? So click on the create key pair, right? Once I will click on the create key pair, see here 0206.ppk file is downloaded. If you just see at the bottom side, 0206.ppk is downloaded. This is my key to open my laptop, to log in my laptop, right? Scroll down. Then go to the network setting. In the first session, I will not suggest you or I will not explain you the network setting because I need to give 1 to 2 complete sessions on the network setting. But just for the normal understanding, I will give you the example. See here, for example, there is HDFC Bank, and HDFC Bank wants to move on premises to cloud. What they will suggest, or what they will ask to the company, right? And suppose the HDFC Bank is the client of Tata Consultancy Services. So what HDFC Bank will ask TCS, hey TCS, we want to move from on premises to cloud. Please create virtual server for us. Then HDFC Bank will tell them, okay, I don't have a trust, or we don't have a trust on third party server, right? Or third party cloud, because our data is too much secure. Our data, we need to give a high confidentiality, high security to our data, because our data consists username and password of multiple customers, of n number of customers, username and password, net banking username and password, right? So please create own cloud for us. So please create own cloud for us, right? If they are asking to create own cloud for us, so from this setting, if you just click on the edit button, we are going to select the created cloud for them. But this is not our first step to learn how to create the cloud. So in this step, I will just consider, suppose there is a requirement of HDFC Bank, and they asked you to select the by default cloud. To select the by default cloud. See here, in the network setting, there is a default cloud, and I am going with the default cloud only. I'm not changing anything, right? But if the customer's requirement is to create their own private cloud, then you need to select created private cloud from this tab, right? I will make this cloud as a default. Just scroll down. Don't do any changes, right? Then there is inbound security groups or rules. There is inbound security groups or rule, right? I will not suggest you to change anything. We are going to learn separately, right? Yeah, just scroll down, scroll down. See here, how many CPUs we are getting? We are getting one CPU, right? And how many primary memory we are getting? We are getting the primary memory is 30 GB. We are getting how many primary memory, which is 30 GB. How we can say this is the primary memory? See, the primary memory is called as root volume in the AWS. In the AWS, the primary memory is called as root volume. I will tell you. See here, what is meant by primary memory? Primary memory is nothing but your RAM, right? But in the technical world, this is called as root volume, right? Maybe your client asks you to create a root volume of 30 GB. Otherwise, there is another word called as elastic block storage. What is the second name? Second name is elastic block storage, right? So see here, these all the keywords are new for you, but don't worry. Once few lectures will on, automatically you will be familiar with these keywords. Yeah. So just see here, they have mentioned this is the free tier eligible account we have selected. You are getting a 30 GB space, which is called as a root volume, and which is the elastic block storage. And this is the general purpose SSD machine. The general purpose SSD machine. Got it? Yeah. But some client will ask you, okay, no, we are not happy in a 30 GB space. We want 1 terabyte. We want 5 terabyte of space. So from here, you can add the new volume. Just click on it. See here. Here, you can add up to n number of GB. Here, you can add up to n number of GB, right? But this is our free tier account. I will not suggest you to unnecessary add any extra value, right? So I'm just removing it. Got it? Just scroll down. Once everything will done, there is option to click on the launch instance. We can click on the launch instance. See here, our launching instance. Now instance launched successfully, right? You can go the down. There is option view all instances. You can click on it. See here, you can refresh. What name I given? I given my first EC2 instance. What name I given? I given my first EC2 instance, right? See here, you are getting 3 machines. Means I have 3 laptops. Same like as if you have 3 laptop, means you are having a 3 virtual machine, right? So let us assume you have purchased your laptop. In a physical way, we have purchased your laptop, but in the cloud world, you have created your virtual machine. So this machine is looks like as or same as your laptop, right? So see, this is your ID. Now your machine is a running state, right? Your machine is in the T2 micro family. The status check is now dash. You need to wait up to, you will get a status 2x2 status check pass, right? How much time you need to wait? You need to wait for a few seconds. Once you get 2x2 status check pass, then and then only you are able to access your machine. So what you can do, you can click on this tick box. You can refresh it. You will get a message initialize. See here, initializing. You are getting a message initializing. Means your machine is just starting, right? At the backend, there are n number of processes. Once you click on the start button, right, it will take a few seconds to start your laptop. Similarly, once you created a machine, it will take some seconds, some time to initialize and to start your machine. Similarly, your machine is getting initialized, right? And when everything is fine, you will get a message 2x2 status check pass. So how we can refresh? We can click on this tick box, and there is option C, this button. You can click on this refresh button. Now still it is initializing, no problem. We just scroll down, scroll to the right side. See, don't think about what is alarm and all. Right, we are going to learn. Now here we have selected the availability zone, right? We are at Mumbai region. We are at Mumbai region, and in the Mumbai, as I explained, there are three availability zone: AP South 1A, 1B, 1C. So by default, which zone I got? I got AP South 1B, right? So this is my public IP, right? This is my public IP. So this is the DNS. Don't think about the DNS. We are going to learn in the DNS session. So this is my public IP, 65.2.153.64, right? And this is the elastic IP. I have not attached the elastic IP. Then there is IPv6 IP, right? So just try to understand, there are two types of IP. We are going to learn in the detail, but just for the normal understanding, I will give you the idea. There are two types of IP, IPv4 and IPv6, right? IPv4 and IPv6. So in AWS, we are not focusing on the IPv6. We are just focusing on the IPv4. What is the IPv4 address? It's just like as 192.168.1.3. So this format is IPv4, 1, 2, 3, 4, IPv4. In the 6, there will be a 6 type of bit, right? But we are not focusing on the IPv6. So this is the IPv4. Yeah. So you can go with this instance. Monitoring is disabled. Security groups, I have selected something, right? So don't think what is this, right? Because there are n number of things, not possible to learn each and everything in the first session only. So don't confuse. Don't ask question to yourself, what is meant by disable? What is this launch wizard, right? What is the launch time? Because we are going to learn each and everything step by step, right? So see here, what is the key name? Key name to open this laptop, you will require a key having name is 0206. Got it? So what I will do, I will again click on my first EC2 instance and I will refresh it. I will get a message 2 by 2 pass. See, it is loading. Yeah, see here, 2 by 2 status check passed. Means everything is perfect. There is no problem in our EC2 instance. Just like as our laptop is started, right? So everything is fine. So what you can do, you can click on this my first EC2 instance. See here, detailed information you will get at the bottom side. You will not get each and everything in the first session only, right? Once few sessions will over, automatically you will be familiar with this type, or you can say these concepts, right? Yeah. So if you just click on this tick box, go to the scroll down, right? You'll get what is the instance ID, right? See, once you will create a machine, for each and every machine, there are three types of IP addresses. The first one is public IP, second one is the private IP, and there is third one which is called as elastic IP. See here, third one is elastic IP, right? So we are going to give one particular session on this three topic: what is public IP, what is private IP, and what is elastic IP. In today's session, we just assume we got two IP, public IP and private IP. We have not got any public IP, sorry, elastic IP. Just brief idea I will give. What is meant by elastic IP? Just see here. Suppose I click on this machine, I shut down this machine, right? And again, after some time, I am starting this machine. So just like as internet, you are getting the new IP, you are getting the new IP. Always you are getting the new IP once you are stopping and starting your machine, right? But what is the problem if you are stopping and starting your machine multiple times, and if you hosted your client website on it, right? Your client will get a different IP, and he will not able to access his work, right? Suppose let's consider we have hosted facebook.com on the first EC2 instance. Facebook is my client, and I have launched a Facebook website on my first EC2, or I have launched Mintra website on it. If I stop the EC2 instance and again I start the EC2 instance, my IP will change, my domain's name will change, and if it will change, the customer will try to enter Mintra.com and they will not get the access. Why? Because IP got changed. Because IP got changed. So this is the problem. If you want to avoid the problem, what we need to do, we are assigning one new IP, which will be a constant. If any number of time, if you stop and start your machine, your IP will not change. That IP will called as elastic IP, right? After a few sessions, we need to learn what is the elastic IP, how we will get the elastic IP, right? How we are getting the public IP and private IP. But today, we just understand that once we create a machine, by default, we are getting a two IP address. One is the private IP and one is the public IP. We can also assign the elastic IP. We can also assign the elastic IP. Now, if you want to access your machine, means let us assume in that machine or in this machine we have hosted a Mintra website or Flipkart website or Amazon website. Now you want to hand over URL to your customer, right? So that URL you will get by using a domain name server that we are going to learn. But today we just assume how the customer, n number of customer are accessing their website or Facebook or Flipkart website by using public IP address, right? But if you created this instance just for your organization purpose, means outside the people or outsider don't want to give or don't you don't want to give access to outsider to access your website, then you can use the private IP, right? But anybody in the world wants to access your URL, like as facebook.com, anybody in the world, they are accessing Facebook site. Anybody in the world, they are accessing the Flipkart site, Amazon site, and all, right? So if you want to allow all the users to access your website, then you can use the public IPv4 address, right? So what you can do now, we have created this machine as a Windows machine, right? So let's assume key